German startup Bragi has finally made good on its promise, a pair of truly wireless earbuds that actually work. Because I'm not talking about the Dash earbuds, which were a fantastic idea that now feel like a lost product. No, Bragi pulled this one off in its second product, the Headphone. The Headphone was announced back in September, just days before Apple announced their AirPods. Despite its singular name, the $149 Headphone is another pair of wireless earbuds, but they're much simpler than the Dash. There's no fitness tracking, no heart monitoring, no gesture controls, and no app. They are wireless earbuds that can stream audio from your phone, let you take or make a phone call, or access your phone's digital assistant. And that's it. There's beauty in that simplicity. The Headphone is perhaps the idea Bragi should have gone with in the first place, because while the new earbuds certainly aren't perfect, they're miles better at performing their core task, which is audio streaming, than the Dash ever was. In fact, they're probably the best wireless earbuds I've used to date. From the first day of Bragi's Kickstarter, the Dash was all about fitting dozens of ideas into one product. It seemed almost too good to be true, and over the next 2 years, that suspicion bore out. Though the product was capable of wowing us in a few product demos along the way, the overall experience of the production version was a mess. Bragi tried to do too many things, and the result was that it did none of them well. The most egregious fault, though, was that audio streaming was consistently unreliable. Your phone had to be in your front pocket, or else the connection would constantly cut out, and even there, it had trouble staying steady. The promise with the Headphone is that by stripping out all of those extra sensors, Bragi would free up space for the Bluetooth radios to better communicate with the phone. And guess what? It worked. After a few weeks of using them with my iPhone 7 as my main earbuds, I can say that they haven't cut out once in any reasonable setting. I've put my phone in every pocket, thrown it in my book bag, and no matter what, the connection stays true. It took me setting down my phone and walking about 40 feet away before I started to experience hiccups. Even audio-video sync was fixed, which plagued not only the Dash, but many other wireless earbuds as well. This is a huge deal, if only because the biggest problem that plagues wireless earbuds is the Bluetooth connection between them and the phone. In all the ones I've tried, only 3 have passed this test: the Moto Verve Plus, Skybuds, and the Jabra Elite Sport earbuds, all of which were still far too expensive to justify what you were getting. Bragi solving the connection problem wouldn't mean as much if the earbuds didn't sound good, but they do. They sound even better than the Dash earbuds, which at times offered muddy sound and were also too bass heavy for my liking. The company dialed back the bass response on the Headphone, and the result is a really balanced sounding set of earbuds. There's still enough bass to give you a kick now and then, but there's much more depth across the rest of the spectrum. For Bluetooth connected earbuds that cost $149, these sound fantastic. They're also much lighter than the Dash, and therefore far more comfortable to wear. They feel more secure in your ear, since there's less weight pulling them from your ear canal. With this in mind, they'd probably make a good pair of earbuds for running or working out. Just know that Bragi says they're sweat-proof, not fully waterproof like the Dash. You can use them for longer too. Bragi advertises about 6 hours of battery life with the Headphone, and the earbuds easily hit that mark. But Bragi's newest earbuds aren't without their problems. The biggest issue is that Bragi replaced the touch-sensitive controls of the Dash with 3 physical buttons on the right earbud. Distinguishing which button you're touching takes a while to get used to, but the real problem lies in the fact that you're pushing the whole earbud further into your ear anytime you want to use those buttons to pause, play, or tweak the volume. This problem was mitigated after a few days because the buttons were in and I got used to how little pressure they needed to register a press. But it's still an uncomfortable experience at times, and it forced me to take my phone out of my pocket more than I thought I would. But if you have a smartwatch, this is alleviated using the music controls on that. The move to 3 physical buttons also caused me a bit of confusion. You're supposed to turn these earbuds off every time you put them back in the case. As with the Dash, they automatically turned off, but the Headphone lacks this feature. There's also a bit of a learning curve with the 3-button approach. For example, you touch and hold the play-pause button to have the earbuds turn on and off, but you also have to touch and hold the same button to put the Bluetooth into pairing mode. Another drawback is with the Headphone's carrying case. It looks just like the Dash's carrying case, only a bit smaller, and the earbuds magnetically clamp into place, which is a nice touch. But unlike the Dash carrying case, the one that comes with the headphone doesn't have a battery inside. That means, should you burn through that 6-hour battery life, you won't have any juice to bring these earbuds back to life. You'll have to put them in the case and then plug the case in to charge them back up. One problem that was only slightly improved from the Dash is the microphone experience. The headphone will pick up your voice better than the Dash ever did, but only in quiet indoor settings. If you're outside, especially if it's windy, the microphone does a decent job for phone calls, but it won't even come close to recognizing what you're trying to dictate or say to Siri. There's a reason Apple's first generation of AirPods have that stem, and it's because it's hard to pick up a voice from an earbud that's in your ear. The last issue I had that I thought was strange was individual use. If I wanted to just listen with one headphone in, it has to be the right one, as the left cannot work independently of the right. So if you want to use one earpiece to listen or make calls, but also hear the outside world around you, it will have to be the right earpiece you use. So consequently, when the earpiece runs out of battery, the left might as well be dead as well. These all might be deal breakers for some people, but let me get something straight. Right now, you'll be happier with these wireless earbuds than basically any other pair on the market. It's a very underdeveloped technology, so if you want to be an early adopter, you're going to have to put up with some problems. Also remember that in its early stages, the truly wireless earbuds market isn't about longer battery life or amazing sound, but convenience. The convenience to grab these with your wallet, keys, and smartphone and just head out the door. The headphone is really 2 steps forward and 1 step back for Bragi. By removing the touch-sensitive strips in favor of physical buttons, the company has introduced some awkward interactions. And it also dropped one of the best things about the Dash and other truly wireless earbuds, which was that the earbuds were always charging when you stowed them away in the case. I wish they would have at least let me buy a charging case separately, but reaching out to Bragi, they won't be making one anytime soon. But those moves likely helped Bragi cut the price of the headphone down to half of what the Dash costs. With that in mind, these feel like worthy trade-offs. But they're only worthy because Bragi finally did what it had promised for years. The company went and actually made truly wireless earbuds that actually work. As always, YouTube, thank you for watching, be excellent to each other, and I will see you in the next video.